On, guys, episode 53, the breakdown. Hope you guys had a wonderful Labor Day. My name's David Gokhshtein. With me is my co-host, Akil Patterson. Sup, Patterson?
What's going on, DG? I'm ready for this. I'm excited, brother. We're going live.
How's your weekend?
The weekend was good. I got my ass kicked in a football game. We got blanked, man. We got skunked 48-0. My high school team, we got beat down. So the weekend was great, right? It was wonderful as a coach. And then I think I sat around, watched some college football. Shout outs to my dirty Terps out there, University of Maryland College Park, getting the W. First win of the season. That's the way you got to start. I think we beat Buffalo. Not a great team, but hey, there's more great news to come out of that. And then checking out this, man. I'm fired up because now chains are off, man. We about to talk about some real stuff, so I'm excited.
I like how you say chains are off. Just give me 1 second while I get the chains off.
Let's get the chains off.
Because I'm the producer here, right? So like I'm trying to figure everything out. Now I got everything figured out pretty much. Um, by the way, I'm making you a co-host on Twitter Spaces. Shout out to everybody on Twitter Spaces. We appreciate you. We are live on YouTube. You can go and catch us on Gokhshtein Media's YouTube channel. You can see me and Akil rocking our merch. Yes, the Gokhshtein Media merch. We are rocking it. We will soon have the store up. I'm sure you guys are ecstatic and you can't wait to go ahead and get it. You can unmute yourself,
Oh, I can.
Mr. Akil Patterson.
Oh, I can unmute myself now.
You can unmute yourself.
Okay.
Give me a
Check
mic
one.
test.
Test the mic. Test the mic.
All right, cool. You got this nice echo to you.
Oh, that's wonderful.
So mute me on YouTube.
Mute you on YouTube. Hold on.
Right now, it sounds like the remix.
I
It
did mute
sounds
you
like a
on
P
YouTube.
Diddy song.
I muted you on YouTube. Oh, let me do it
I
again.
am I muted on YouTube?
Well, yeah, at least it says you're muted.
No, I'm telling you right now, I sound like no, there's an echo.
All right, 1 second.
It,
How do I
it
go
always
low?
starts off like this, man. It always starts off like this, and that's what we're about. We're about pushing the boundaries.
All right, DG, is that better?
That's better. There you go. Finally.
Boom.
So yes, you'll be able to go ahead and hear. I wonder how it sounds on YouTube.
I don't know. Somebody else has got to listen to us on YouTube.
I
Oh,
wonder.
that's it.
I wonder how it does sound like on YouTube.
Well, the feedback we're getting is, yo, this is dope. Able to watch you guys. We appreciate it. And then loving the feed. So loving the live feed. I guess, hey, if you're watching us on the YouTube, tell us, oh, we sound great. All right, there we go, DG.
Do we sound great on Twitter Spaces and YouTube?
Tam, give me a thumbs up. Oh, maybe we don't. Tammy, do we sound good on
I'll
you
see
on
nobody right
Twitter?
now, but hold on 1 second because I want to just.
Maybe we don't. Somebody give us a clap. Somebody give me 100 or something. Give me some feed. Oh, there you go. Thanks.
You know
All
what
right.
I need?
Tammy says we're
I
good.
think I know what the problem is.
There you go. Thanks. All right. So
What?
Tammy says we're good.
We're good on both fronts. All right. All right, cool. I guess we're doing this now. All right, cool. All right. So no, I hear myself.
Hold on.
No, hold on. Yeah, this is gonna be the listen, we're gonna look back on this show and be like, yo, remember that time we were adjusting things? Now you're echoing, a bit of an echo, perfect now. James Bang is telling us we are perfect now. You're echoing a bit on YouTube. There is feedback. Okay, YouTube's giving us the feedback. So what do we do, right? What do we do here on Twitter Spaces or actually YouTube? I think what we do, shoot, I think what we do is, we do.
We get headset.
No, no, because now we can't go ahead and bring somebody else. You know
No,
what?
no, no. We could because because at that point I would only be listening if I'm only listening through a headset with on here, like on the Twitter Spaces live, then it wouldn't have that echo because my microphone. So it would only I'd only hear people. I wouldn't hear you wouldn't hear them through my microphone.
Somebody get us a producer right now.
Oh my goodness, where the fuck
Where the
somebody
fuck are
called
the
John.
producers? What the fuck
Somebody
happened
called
here, man?
John.
Leaving us on here by ourselves on a this boat has fucking holes in it.
Somebody called John. That's all I keep hearing to
Somebody
myself.
fucking call John. That's right.
Yeah, call
It,
John.
listen, I hope it. I guess I can turn this off for the time being until we actually bring on somebody, because everybody can hear us on Twitter Spaces regardless. If you want to go ahead and tune in, you can tune into YouTube Live. I left the link within the comment section for this chat. So, like, if you guys really want to go ahead and hear us, definitely tune into YouTube Live, or you can say here on Twitter Spaces, because we know how lazy everybody is. Uh, Akil, you only echo when the phone is near you.
Well, I moved the phone away, so it sounds better.
Give Jason from Rise a shout. He'll help you out, David. Yes, we will give Jason a shout out. We definitely will.
Oh,
Jason
Jason's
will
the best.
definitely receive a phone call from me later on today to help us out to make sure that the next one don't sound like this and that we don't have trouble. So let's just like rock and roll now with this. All right, so cool. Hope everybody has or had a wonderful weekend. Labor Day, especially. Obviously, hope you had some hot dogs, hamburgers. But I also hope that you went running. I hope your fat asses got up off that seat after eating and went for a run, lifted some weights, did something to burn off some calories. I'm just saying, maybe hopefully you rode a bike to the event. That's just me trying to make sure that everybody here who participates on our live stream is healthy enough to make it through 20 years of us rambling. Akil, did you go ahead and exercise after eating a bunch of hot dogs or no?
I didn't eat any hot dogs. You know I'm in the lab, right? I'm building a new studio. So folks, that's why the bike's there. I'm like 50 right now. I'm rebuilding, I'm rebranding, I'm building myself back up. I'm on that bike. I got some promos going. I got me in the weight room lifting some weights. I'm not eating no hot dogs. I'm not eating any of those skinny little things, sausages. Well, maybe I will eat a sausage, but that's something different. But but I'm not eating any of those things. No, none of that pig fat for me right now. I'm getting this body tight because winter is coming. My new show just came out a couple weeks ago. House of Dragons. I'm trying to be fit so before that series ends. So no hot dogs for me, but I did work out yesterday. I went on about a 12-mile bike ride before I went off to football practice. Before I came home, and I'm redecorating the condo, at least the upstairs, and just bought a vintage table to go with some vintage Italian chairs, which means I spent some vintage money I should have put into freaking Bitcoin, but sometimes you can't avoid the unavoidable.
Sometimes you can't avoid the unavoidable, and
I have no
that
idea
should
what you
go into
just
the
said,
history
DG.
books. Say that again.
See, you went quiet. You've got to be on. I muted YouTube, so you have to be on.
Okay,
I
so
can't hear
like
you.
you see, like I can't mute YouTube. I can't do it.
Are you even talking?
I am talking. You don't hear me? You know why?
David, if you're
Because you're
not,
listening to me from Twitter. That's why.
you know what, folks? David went silent on me. He's on YouTube talking. I don't know what he's saying on YouTube because I did. He told me to mute
Gotcha,
myself
gotcha.
on YouTube. He told me to mute
Alright,
myself on
so
YouTube.
I get it, because I went ahead. This is what's happening. I muted myself on Twitter Spaces. You're listening to Twitter Spaces as I'm talking.
Yes, because you told me. You
And
said,
there's a delay because now I'm listening to you on YouTube and there's a delay.
"Oh,
You see? So like which one is better, right? Do we stick on Twitter Spaces? Fine, let's stick on Twitter Spaces. That's fine. I'm going to drop the volume down over here so I don't hear nothing from YouTube and we're
okay."
going to just stick on Twitter Spaces.
But they'll be able to hear us on YouTube.
But they'll be able to hear us on YouTube.
Well, that sounds great. I'm for it. So,
All right?
all right. So you want to get into this, or you want to get into the news, or you want to just talk about ourselves first?
Well, I know you love talking about yourself, but
Well,
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
nobody loves himself more than you should, David.
Wow, shots fired. Okay. I could take it. I'm a big boy. One thing I would say, guys, first of all, I appreciate everybody for stopping in. And during these technical difficulties that obviously this is not my fault. This is Akil's fault. Definitely Akil's fault. For oh my god, here comes
Your
the
Freudian slip about to get you jacked up.
yeah, hold on. Here comes a producer or a technical asset that we have within the Gokhshtein Media company. Alex is going to go ahead and Alex, what's going on, man? How do we sound on YouTube and on Twitter Spaces?
You sounded great on Twitter. YouTube, I guess it's been a feedback siesta. I'm gonna check it out though.
Let us know before we go full throttle on this because I'm ready to go ham and I'm just like patiently waiting. Look, I'm literally holding my hands ready to rip. Ready to rip, but I just want obviously the YouTube crowd is on here. Shout outs to everybody on YouTube giving us feedback. Funny as fuck. I appreciate you guys. David, you're muted on Spaces. Yes, I knew that. Appreciate it. I'm gonna put
Yeah,
some of
you're
these.
sounding great on YouTube.
It sounds great on YouTube, Alex.
Yeah, sounding good.
So it sounds good here, and it sounds good on YouTube.
Yeah, your voice is coming clear on both platforms.
All right,
Nice.
let's go. That's what I'm talking about.
You got to pump it up.
All right, cool. All right, let's get started. All right. So what do we always do? We go right to. Yo, why is he laughing, man? Let me hide this stuff, man. Let me hide this stuff. You laughing on here, man. Anyway, let's start it up as always with what do we start it up off with? We always start with the crypto news and our lovely media sources, which put out the loveliest. And you know what? Of course, my iPad had a restart. Of course, it fucking had a restart. It would not. It would not be a G Media fucking show without this shit restarting right now.
You are so sad right now. You are so sad. You are what we call a hot mess, David. You are a hot mess right now. Like, yo, as soon as everything starts working, you're like, oh, now my iPad won't log on.
Well, do me a favor. Just write up crypto news and let's break down the news for today for mainstream media because you know what? I didn't charge my iPad. That's on me. That's on me. All right. Because you know what? I was enjoying Labor Day. I was enjoying laying back, getting some sun. Well, there wasn't much sun. I keep on confusing yesterday with Sunday. Sunday there was sun. Monday there was just flat out fucking rain. But hit us with the crypto news. This is sponsored by absolutely nobody. I don't even know if we'll ever get a sponsor if we're gonna come on here and sound reckless like this. But fuck it, we do it for the people. Shout out to everybody in this room, Alex. Shout out to you for getting up, Nico. We'll bring you on later. Don't worry about it. I see Lord TJ in here. I see Tammy. I see Ross McDonald. He'll be taking some notes down to criticize somebody. Erica's in here. James, thank you so much for uh being on call here. He's like analyzing everything that's happening right now. It's making me laugh. Did I give you enough delay time?
What? I was waiting for you to get done rambling.
Let's
I was just like,
go. Let's go with the
as soon as
crypto
this dude's
news.
done rambling, I'll get into it.
Roll it.
All right. 9:55 a.m. on the East Coast, 6:55 a.m. on the West Coast here in the United States. I'm Akil Patterson with David Gokhshtein, and this is the breakdown. Talking in crypto news this weekend. First and you know what? Let's start off with some weird things that happened. Sad news coming out of the NFT world. NFT artist and freelance free climber Drift has reported that he tragically found his brother dead in his car. No new details above that have come out, but Drift says that he is taking the rest of this time off to go deal with some family issues. We're wishing Drift, one of one NFT artist that really comes out with some dope artwork. I know that Jess is a big fan of him. We're wishing him and his family lots of love and prayers during this time where they're dealing with a tragic event. It's sad. So again, Drift losing his brother and actually finding him in the vehicle. And he already suffers from PTSD being a military vet. So we want to just give him some love and support during this time.
Yeah, shout outs to Drift. My condolences to him and his family. That's some that's sad shit. Obviously, you don't ever want to hear news like that. This dude's been grinding away, Drift, to from everything that I've read. He's done everything to help and support his family, and obviously to find his brother, dead. It's not obviously not really good news. Not a good way to start off, but definitely my condolences to his family. And shit, take your time off, man. No need to rush back to Twitter. No need to rush back into this social media world, man. Take care of your family first. Come back when you're ready, kind of thing.
All right. So, again, our thoughts and prayers out to Drift and his family. Bill Murray, the auction that raised $185,000 goes sour in less than a few hours later when Bill Murray's wallet that was hacked for $185,000 while right after the giveaway. So he holds an auction. You win an NFT of him, and then you win a dinner or a beer with Bill Murray. Less than about an hour and a half later, somebody goes and drains the wallet of $185,000. I think I said this on Late Night News last Friday. I hope that person burns in hell. Go fuck yourself, man. You stole $185,000 from charity? Come on. Trash.
Straight trash. And you did it to Bill Murray, man. Like, damn. I hope he gets his Groundhog Day on him.
Don't get angry.
Yeah, for real, right? Damn, that's fucked up. It is fucked up. But listen, yeah, our space is wild, man. I got to tell you, this space is fucking wild. It is wild. Just because and I say this all the time, just because we have this decentralized space where we're creating dope shit doesn't mean that you resort to these kind of activities. Whoever did it is an asshole. Congratulations. You're nominated for Asshole of the Year.
Well, you know what, David? I think they may be challenged on that. So, in other Twitter news, a crypto Twitter user by the name of Fatman Terra, that's Fatman Terra, explained that the fake investment scheme was used to teach people a lesson when he stole over $100,000 from them in hours. Literally set up a Ponzi scheme, tells them and then comes back and tells them it's a Ponzi scheme to quote unquote teach people a lesson for getting into it. $100,000 stolen from folks, and they said it was far too easy. Listen, people, I don't know what you're doing out there, but if you're just giving away $100,000, David and I are more than happy to take your freaking money because it's free. It's free. So far too easy. And again, it's a crypto influencer. Fatman Terra claims to have gathered over $100,000 in worth of Bitcoin. I mean, that's a lot. And it'll be about 1,100 followers, or I'm sorry, 101,000 followers by Fat Man Terra. Help feed this experiment.
Yeah,
That sounds like an amazing rapper name, Fat Man Terra.
shout outs to well, actually no shout outs,
No
but like
shout out to that asshole.
Like Migos featuring Fat Man Terra, bumping that Miami, you know.
Fat Man Terra. Like literally, like that's the excuse that he gave for stealing. How many bitcoins is that right now? Like, what is that? 5?
Yeah.
5 BTCs he stole, and it was a social experiment.
Yep.
Yeah, I love what we're doing now. We're going from we're renaming scams into social experiments. That's what we're doing. Listen, I took 30 BTC from you. It was just a social experiment, okay? Thank you very much for participating in it. No, you do not get anything back. Love that concept. Definitely love the concept. Who the fuck? Yo, when you said Fat Man, all of a sudden I thought Fat Man Scoop, Hot 97. I wasn't thinking Fat Man Terra.
I was thinking about Fat Boy Slim. I have to praise you like I should.
What else is on what else is on the docket?
What else do we got? Oh, well, we can get into other topics, but if we want to, you want to keep going with Twitter or crypto?
Let's go with crypto.
All right.
Yo, how about this? How about this shit? D Gods, for me, I think D God, this guy, first of all, this guy, Frank, if it wasn't for, first of all, hold on, let me rewind. Okay. Frank has single handedly changed the image of Solana for me. The guy who's created D Gods,
Okay.
he's completely changed the image of Solana for me. And you know what Solana should do? They should send them a check. And they should say thank you. Literally, thank you.
So you want them to send Solana a check for what? Breaking down?
No, I want Solana to send him a check for like $10 million. That's minimum for what he's been able to go ahead and do.
I don't know about that. So Solana is another one of the babies of the homie Mike Novogratz, and he's down 5 million from Daoquan, so he may be a little reluctant to want to send anybody a fucking check right now.
Akil, I'm telling you right now, he has literally that whole D Gods, whatever other 2 projects that attached to it, they have literally saved Solana, or at least showed off Solana's network capabilities. And they might be the project that one day overtakes Yuga Labs. I said it. I can't believe I'm saying this either, but I said it. And I have apes. I have Bored Apes. I have Mutant Apes. I have other side meta. Like this is, I'm telling you, this is the man who is speaking right now has shitted on Solana. I've poked at Solana about their phones that probably don't work anyway, but about their phones. I gave them credit about the store because I think the store is a great marketing ploy. They'll bring a lot of people into crypto and mostly obviously into Solana at first. But like literally, this guy Frank and the whole DGod platform, NFT platform that he's built out, he has saved Solana's image. They need Novogratz, whoever, all these VCs that are backing Solana, they all need to write out checks and say thank you. Just don't even write anything else in the memo section. Just say thank you.
You're on your own on this one. No offense. You're just on your own with it.
What do you mean I'm on my own?
Well, Solana breaks down every 37 seconds. It gets hacked every 28 minutes. Look, they've got things going well for them in certain sectors. They've got things not going well for them in others. The jury's still out for me. That's all I'm saying. And how are you going to depend on an NFT space? How are you depending on the NFT space during a bear market?
Are you guys listening to me? Are you
I
guys
heard
listening to
you.
me?
I heard you.
You're not hearing me.
I did hear you, and I
You
just
did
said
not hear me.
I'm thinking differently.
What do you mean? How can you? Are you listening to what I'm saying to you?
I just
Have you
heard you.
seen?
I heard you. I heard
Have
you.
you seen that fucking community?
I just said I heard you. How are you dependent on an NFT project during a bear market?
Exactly my point. Look,
That's not safe. That's
no.
not
Listen
safe.
to me. They are while people are getting out of this market because they never believed in any of the stuff that we're creating within this industry, you have an army that is forming by the day. Actually, not even by the day, by the second. You guys heard me. You can play it back. There's 53 episodes of the breakdown. You heard me talk about Solana. Look at it. Look at the army that they're building.
I'm not saying there's not an army. I'm just saying it's not a safe play. But guess what? I'm not giving financial advice here. I don't care what people do with their own money. I'm just saying, listen, D Gods might be the greatest project in the world, but so are the OK Bears and Chubby Penguin. How many penguins you have still in your wallet, David?
One, and I'm holding on. I'm holding on for dear life. You know what? I am holding on. You know why? They
How'd
told
them
me to sell
Lions
it.
do? How'd them Lions do?
Listen to me real quick.
What? I'm not throwing
No,
shade. I'm
but
being
listen.
real.
Hold
How's the
on.
Lions?
Hey,
How's the Penguins?
yo, chill. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. I was told to sell Penguins when it was 0.2 to get something out of it. What's the floor right now? 3.5. I ain't moving. Okay? Hands are strong. You see these hands? See these hands? They're fucking diamonds. Diamond. No. They ain't diamond hands. You know what this has?
They look
It's the
crusty
same.
from all those weights you be lifting. They got them calluses.
Look. Look at these hands. Look, where's the camera? Look at these hands, bro. Look at these hands. These hands right here, I got this. My body got the same shit Wolverine got him. Okay? Same shit Wolverine got, I got. Stronger than diamond.
Adamantium? What is it? Is it adamantium like alloy?
Whatever the fuck it's called. I got that. And I got the dog in me, so I'm gonna wait.
But again, listen, I think somebody posted it on Twitter yesterday, right? They just posted it on Twitter. It was a guy in another community. He basically said, if you're solely dependent on a community, especially on Twitter, you can rise and fall with that community. If they make a bunch of money and everyone exits at the same time, a new cohort of community shows up and they believe in the project. Cool. But somebody just used you for exit liquidity.
Akil,
David, remember, you get used for exit liquidity all the time.
I am the definition of exit liquidity. I understand that. That is my new nickname. That's why people want to try to get me into Luna Classic. All these sons of bitches are crying every time I put on a tweet, but I'm asking, what's the utility? And they're like, yo, forget utility, we're going to 1 cent. And you're fudding out bags. I'm like, I ain't fudding shit. I'm just asking you, what's the utility? What's the utility? Get David in so we can use him as exit liquidity? Fuck no. Keep that shit. Anyway,
you are in your liquidity.
Anyway, I will not talk about any of my other bags of NFTs. I will say though, I am very scared right now about D Gods potentially overtaking the Bored Apes. I know the floor is like 70 now. So I am literally a bit worried that might happen.
You know, the art is fire, I gotta say.
The art is what, Alex?
The art is fire. Like, the art is great.
I mean, look, there are like I don't know. I guess the art is okay. Like I'm on the fence with it. Maybe I need to look at it more, or maybe I need to find one that connects with me. But like the community, that community is wild. Like every space that community. See, the difference is that community holds spaces constantly. And like they're averaging 500-600 people during a bearish market. So to me it's like, yo, like these people, that project has the chance of flipping Bored Apes. It really does. And I've been talking about Solana, like I've been poking at it. Like again, I go back to just rewind the tapes, and you'll hear me talk about Solana. And I'm not a Solana maxi, but I can I'm giving credit what credit's due. Like they should go ahead and send out a check, literally a check, to my man Frank over there. I'm not, and honestly, I got no skin in that project yet. I'm still looking, and by the time that I finally go in, it's probably going to be triple the price.
My question: why is somebody named Frank always part of these big projects? We got Franklin over at Bored Apes, and we got Frank over at D Gods. What's up with the name Frank?
So Frank, by the way, got on the list for. He got accepted. His application or scholarship, that's what they call it, the scholarship. He got accepted into the university. I think it's the Ute University. So he gets accepted. And this dude, literally, savage, okay? Within like a day or two, he flipped it. Now, mind you, it's extremely hard to get in. He gets in and he flips it. Now I mean, have you seen the Solana community, the degens? They're psycho. Now they're coming after him. He's like, well, I flipped it to get more Bored Apes because they're sitting at 70 ETH. So this was my chance to go ahead and collect more. Franklin's a savage, bro. Franklin is a savage. Dude is savage.
Yeah, he is. Like, I need to be fucking friends with Franklin more. I mean, we're friends on Twitter, but like, I need to go hang out with my special brother from another mother.
You know what? He's a flake. He's He's supposed to come on the podcast. Flaked out.
Well, you know, he and I have a closer bond.
That's great. He ain't never coming on the podcast.
No.
I'm just saying, never coming on the podcast. Can't flake like that. No flaking.
No flaky, no flakerson.
What's next on the news?
Well, we've got some other news out of our world. The G Media team obviously puts together some great news events, news articles. And what right now, let's talk about artists, is that David Bowie's everlasting world is coming together. You've got 9 prominent crypto artists are coming together to celebrate David Bowie's influence in a new project called Bowie on the Blockchain. So Bowie on the Blockchain, David Bowie, world-renowned artist, singer, songwriter, passed away several years ago. They're bringing him back, keeping his influence going on the blockchain. So pretty cool, in my opinion.
For sure. The only song that I know from David Bowie, honestly, is the one that he did with Queen.
With who?
With Freddie Mercury and Queen.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
What song is that? That's the only song that I know of.
All right.
Listen, I know that he's a big time artist. I'm just saying the only song that I know is the one that he did with Queen. But that's only because I'm into Queen.
I mean, yeah, you should be into Queen. Queen's an amazing group. David Bowie, he's got a long list of track records starting back in the 60s. And his final one was, I think, right after his death.
Which one was that?
I think Sting even sung on that one. Because they released that song right after his death. It was what was the name of that song? Fuck.
I don't know. I told you the only song that I know of is him and Queen.
Well, I'm getting old. Huh? What?
I think Alex was going for 50 Cent's hit single. You can find. Oh wait, We can find. I don't even know the. I actually don't even know the name of that song. What else is on the? What else is in the news besides David Bowie being on the blockchain?
All right. So Binance has appointed Enrique Morales, former president of the Brazilian Central Bank and economic minister, to its board of advisors. So Binance making inroads in the Portuguese-speaking country of Brazil.
I feel like
So
Binance is going to be everywhere. At some point, Binance will come out with underwears, so like literally, they're everywhere. Like every single day, there is news of Binance literally putting their seed somewhere.
putting their seed somewhere.
I'm just saying.
I'm just
That's
saying too.
I'm
Like
just
I'm gonna hold back and not go.
uh,
Got no go there. Well, David, this is merge week for Ethereum. Welcome everybody. It's merge week for Ethereum. This is the week Ethereum finally makes its complete merge. Um, I'm interested to see what it does. The markets are gonna. I hope it doesn't want to become one of those dump everything on me, but you never know. I still have faith that Ethereum can become the can start moving up higher.
I'm interested in watching every single hater cry. I want every single person who hates Ethereum, as Ethereum and the merge complete, I want to watch the haters cry, especially on social media. I want to see it. I want to see the tears on video. I want to hear the painful tweets that are tweeted out there into or onto crypto Twitter. I can't wait. I can't wait until this goes down. Because one thing we know about Vitalik, when has he not delivered? Is the question. So cry, you little bitches.
Oh,
Get your seatbelts on. My man Vitalik and company are about to go ahead and take it to the next level. Yes, that is right. And no, it doesn't mean that it's competing with Ethereum. I mean, it's competing with Bitcoin. So stop crying, Maxis. Lay off already. Focus on Bitcoin. This is different. This is tech. Appreciate it. Tech is being built right in front of our eyes as Akil is live on camera, just literally, whether I don't know if he's crying or if he's like, are you blowing your nose?
I'm crying, David. This is beautiful. It's beautiful. You're talking shit on all the Bitcoiners that won't talk. That keep talking shit on Ethereum. I love
I
it.
just don't get it. Look at, like, listen, in the future, you might have to look.
Ethereum.
Say that again.
I don't like Ethereum.
All right. Well, you know what? Your mother likes it, so we'll call it a
Oh
day.
shit. Oh my god. The show's gone ratchet. Ratchet. We're ratchet
Hey,
now.
Ethereum killers, where are they? Oh, Ethereum killer, 1 year later. Oh, Ethereum 2 years later. No, they don't. No, they didn't show up, and it's too late.
I will say that Ethereum can help Bitcoin in the future. Right now, Bitcoiners will probably be disgusted with what I just said, but in the future, they might be able. I'm talking about Bitcoin itself, the protocol, and the devs might look at some of the stuff that Ethereum's done and say, okay, this could be useful for Bitcoin. I'm just saying. By the way, I still love proof of work.
You,
That's
you
it.
good?
I'm good.
You good?
I'm good.
All right. I mean, look, I love the fact that Ethereum it's happening. I know that I especially love the fact that everyone's like, oh, this is never gonna happen. They just keep pushing it back. It's like, yo, this is technology, and I don't want my technology made like the Taco Bell burritos that they give me. They just slap some shit together, roll it up, and then hand it to me. I don't want that. I want it to be done right. I want that gourmet burrito. I want that taco, not from Del Taco. I want that good stuff from that little food cart on the corner where it takes 45 minutes to get you 2 tacos because they do it with perfection. That's what I want. And so that's what Ethereum's given me, and I like it. I love Bitcoin. You know, I am stacking my Bitcoin. I am stacking because I do like it and I love it. But at the end of the day, there can be more than one. This isn't fucking Highlander, so I'm with you. And yeah, so you ready for the rest of the news?
Let's go.
All right, getting out of crypto, but still in crypto. Looks like the weekend had a bad weekend. The weekend started off its Binance tour, and sadly, on stage in LA, he loses his voice. Has to cancel the whole show. I mean, and honestly, there's no telling when his voice is going to come back. So the weekend had the bad weekend, even after all the hype around Binance being on tour with him. Good luck to the weekend. Nothing's really going to happen for him for quite some time, I think.
Well, it sucks for the weekend. People had a really bad weekend.
That they
I'm just
did.
saying. Listen, you know what? I saw him go on stage though, and when he went on stage, he was like, he said, "Listen, I don't want to do this from my social media accounts. I just want to tell you guys that my voice isn't there to go ahead and sing." So, um, and then he got booed. So I mean, like, I mean, the guy literally can't sing. What the fuck do you want from him? Guy can't belt it out. You guys what? And imagine if he tried to do it, you'd say it was a horrific show. So he came out like a gentleman, said, "I'll be back. You'll get a full refund on your ticket, and we'll rock again. I'm so sorry." And he looked really down, like he really wanted to perform. So,
Well, it was in LA. It was in LA. Like that's like where he's been, that's where he lives, that's where he works, and he does a bunch of stuff. And not to mention, man, that's millions of dollars he just gave back.
exactly.
Millions.
These people are dumb. Seriously. Like, bro, like, the fuck you trying to do? Make him fucking rip apart his vocal cords and shit?
Well, all right. So remember, guys, the breakdown now is going to get a little bit spicier. So I'll bring up some topics that you may or may not like or enjoy. But guess what? I don't care because David and I have discussed it and we're on opposite sides. But here it is. Dropkick Murphys. So if you've never heard of the Dropkick Murphys, you need to watch the movie Boondock Saints. They give you the opening credit that I'm selling off the Boston Dropkick Murphys. They were in Pennsylvania this week. Dropkick Murphys at a show, and the lead singer goes off on people selling MAGA hats. They're selling these hats, and he goes, and I'm quoting him here. He goes, "If you don't fucking like it," he's like, "those people outside selling you those stupid ass hats are a bunch of grifters. And if you don't like it, I'll see you out front. You can fight me." I love it. I love it because he was like, "Yo, I'll fight your ass outside." Like, I like that. I like people that are like, "Yo, if you want to talk, we can talk. But if you don't want to talk and you just want to run your fucking gums, I will fight you." I'm all for it. Dropkick Murphys, I'm still getting hyped about you guys to this day.
You're hyped because they didn't let people in who wanted to wear a MAGA hat?
No, he said you don't buy this shit. It's fucking, they're out. Listen, he's got a show on and they're selling these fucking dumb red hats. Yo, I'm a businessman. That shit don't fly when I'm at my show. I'm an artist, right? I'm trying to sell stuff. I got my own merchandise and I got these grifters out here trying to sell you on some bullshit lie. Get out of my face.
Well, if I'm an artist and anybody's trying to sell during my show where I know I can sell Gokhshtein Media sweatshirts, that's right. Wearing another one, wearing another Gokhshtein Media sweatshirt. All right. We'll have the store up soon. But if if we
Yo, David, you are frozen in time on 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 YouTube, I think.
This is great. I gotta tell you, this is phenomenal. Listen, I'm gonna keep going, but if anybody were to come into my concert and like start selling just random shit, yeah, I feel the same way. I do the same thing. Now, did it get more heated because it was a MAGA hat? That's the question that I have.
It probably was. It probably was. And it's fucking stupid. You're selling goddamn hats as grifters. Listen, there ain't no campaign going on. You're just buying merchandise to kind of like own some libs. Most people aren't liberal. I get called a lib every day. I know I'm not liberal. You're a lib. I'm not. Get out of my face. And if you want to see me, I got the guns to back it up. Period, point blank. You know, it's one of those situations where people think they're owning somebody. Nah, they're just being ridiculous. Like, I don't care how many flags, how many shirts, how many hats you wear. It doesn't mean anything to me. I could care less. Ride around with the Confederate flag in the back of your truck like you always did. I went to high school where kids had shotguns and gun racks in the back of their cars. I didn't care. It doesn't bother me. They had Confederate flags. Nobody cares because nobody liked those kids. Those kids are the ones marching with these proud groups, because guess what? They ain't got no friends.
Hold on.
Yeah. I'm on this live feed all by myself, folks. So you're listening, seeing my face.
Hold on. Oh, okay.
All right. Welcome back, David.
Thank you.
It's stupid. It's so stupid. It's like they're there to do a show. They want to entertain their fans. Being out there with no purpose. No purpose. There's no purpose for them out there. Like, the show was for the fans, the community to enjoy. You got a bunch of grifters out there just trying to steal some money from hardworking Americans. I mean, that's what it was like the Made in America tour. Like, they're just having fun. But you know what? It is what it is.
Let me just change this up real quick, because like this is like frustrating. I'm trying to get this whole thing right, by the way, on YouTube. But yeah, like if somebody comes into my again, like I said, if somebody comes into my shit and you're trying to sell anything, you're out. You're out. You're out.
All right.
You're out.
All right, we can move on from this one because I can. Huh?
This was on your mind the entire time, though. The entire weekend you were talking to me about this shit.
I told you, man. That shit gets fucking me. It gets me mad. It gets me mad. Like, just it does, because I'm like, yo, what are you selling this crap for? Like, you got till 2023. That in 2023, another presidential campaign cycle will start before 2024. I get it, but why right now? Like, it's fucking stupid. You're just selling shit to the same people that buy it anyway. Dummies. Like,
I agree. What's next, man?
What's next is, let's see what we got next here. Oh, thank God, we're moving to sports. Now this, David, got my gut earlier this week. So last week, the NCAA, that's the NCAA assholes, passed a resolution from its board of presidents and regents, its overseers, that have expanded the the college football playoffs to 12 teams. The problem with 12 teams, though, lies in that you then add a potential 3 extra games. So college football players are now going to be expected to play 3 more games, 3, for a national title. When the recommendation from the Student Athlete Council, SAC, the SAC, was to add 4 more teams to make it an 8-team playoff system in which conference champions and 2 at-large berths would exist. The administration just basically said F you all. So we would basically have the Power 5 conferences, 2 sub-conferences, one sub-conference, and then 2 at-large, which would be at-large bids for other conference champions. That did not go through. They just said make it a 12-team playoff. But in doing that, they expanded 4 at-large, which means the SEC or the Big Ten, or yeah, it would be the SEC or the Big Ten would basically have one of those at-larges to get 2 teams into the college playoff. Again, everyone's like, oh, well, what about the small guy? Small guy's still going to get screwed here. Still going to get screwed because the MAC is going to get an automatic bid. The Sun Belt, the Mountain West, all those conferences are not going to get automatic bids. It's just for the big schools to get some at-large bids so they can have a longer playoff series and screw the little guy. Because the little guy's still not getting paid. They're taking away bowl games. They're making the first round at-home games. So basically, somebody's going to have home field advantage in the first round instead of a neutral site.
Right now, there are people in our audience that literally I felt like I was listening to Vitalik speak about the merge, Ethereum 2.0. Like I don't know anything. One of my favorite teams. I got two. Miami, Penn State. Favorite teams. I watched them play. As for the conferences, don't know shit about them. Big 12, SEC. Who else is there? ACC. Is it
ACC?
Okay.
So you got Big 10, Pac-12, ACC, SEC, and then like maybe like Pac-12, Pac-10, or Big 10, or Big 12, sorry.
And not
And
one person,
teams, by the way.
And not one person gives a fuck. I'm just telling you right now. Not one of them gives a fuck except the college athlete.
Well, you got Leo talking about the U.
Leo's talking about the U. It's a hot dog stand out in South Carolina. That's what he's talking about. It's called the U. Okay, that's what he's talking about. So don't get it mixed up with Miami, the Hurricanes. He's talking about the U, the hot dog stand, the name of the hot dog stand next to the dealership he sells those Lexuses out of. Okay, let's not get it confused. I'm just saying, Akil. And what do I feel about that? Look, billionaires are going to continue to make billions off of these kids. Period. Said and done. So that's it. Like, you're never going to change that. Zero. You're not changing that culture around. Maybe in the next 10 years that might change, but not now. Not now.
Wow.
The rich will continue to get richer.
Well, you know what? Okay. Looks like somebody actually who is trying to be in the metaverse is also getting into MMA. Mark Zuckerberg says that he has been training MMA, and there's videos that have been leaked where he is doing sparring with MMA fighter Kai Wu. So Mark Zuckerberg he just learned about wrestling and MMA. He goes on the Joe Rogan podcast. He's talking about MMA, how wrestling is just the sport. He goes, why did I decide to do competitive fencing instead of wrestling? And I just look at it and I go, hold on, this kid had a choice competitive wrestling. He was never normal. That is privilege to the nth degree. Like at my high school, we had like 4 winter sports. You're on the basketball team, the wrestling team, the women's basketball team, or the women's volleyball team. Other than that, you're SOL, and that stands for shit out of luck.
If Mark Zuckerberg, I'm telling you guys right now, in this room right now, on YouTube, if Mark Zuckerberg is able to beat your ass, you should walk around like a Cleveland Browns fan with a bag over your head for the rest of your life. If Mark Zuckerberg can hurt you in any way, I'm talking about one-on-one combat, you need to book a trip to a remote island and wear a freaking bag over your head for the rest of your life. Mark Zuckerberg, the same guy who had 40 pounds of 95, what was it, 95 or 150? What do they call it? 150 PS or what do they call the sunscreen shit?
SPF.
SPS. Okay. 150 SPS on his face, looking like Casper the Ghost. That guy is gonna whip your ass. Oh my god. We can never be friends again. If Mark Zuckerberg can put you into a chokehold, a triangle, guillotine, anything, we are no longer friends. This man looks like he can't even open a door.
Did he do like a new software update?
That's funny.
Are you sure about that? Because what if he takes his billions of dollars and he goes and hires like Royce Gracie and learns grappling, and all of a sudden you're like, oh, this guy is training.
There's no. I don't care who teaches him. If Mark Zuckerberg can even twist your arm, if he can even twist your arm, you are no longer allowed to be a citizen of any country. Any country. Oh my god! I can't believe we're talking about
Zuckerberg.
Oh my! I can't even believe we're talking about Mark Zuckerberg. You want to talk about Meta? Let's talk about Meta. Please do not talk about him and anything that pertains to MMA.
The dude, he was on the Joe Rogan's podcast talking about he wished he would have wrestled instead of fencing in high school, and then these videos are leaking of him doing MMA with Kai Wu. Like,
I don't care if he was on Regis and Kelly.
Why are you hating so much?
Why do I hate him?
I said, why are you hating? Like you spring the haterade on everybody right now. Like,
I dislike Mark Zuckerberg.
So would you are you putting a challenge out to Mark Zuckerberg to say that you would be able to kick his ass even after all that training?
In 5 seconds, I'd have him in a triangle.
Whoa.
Maybe we need that David Gokhshtein, Mark Zuckerberg.
Yo, David fights Mark. Get it trending, folks. David fights Mark. Mark Zuckerberg, we're calling you out. Oh my goodness, my mentor's calling me at 7 a.m. I was like, I'll tell him I'll text him back. But yeah.
Mark Zuckerberg would not stand a chance.
Yeah.
In hell.
Mark Zuckerberg was in the Ultimate Slap Fighting Championship. What if he started there?
He would get his ass beat in those. There's no way. First of all, I'm not even crazy enough to do that shit. They tie your hands to each other and like
that's stupid.
Wait, hold on. That's not even the one. They actually have a new sport.
No. They tie their hands to the table.
Win by the other person giving up. They're like, no, I don't want another one.
No, but there's a new sport now. It's not even the slapping part. There's bare knuckle. So like they tie your hands up, and of course this comes out of Eastern Europe.
Yeah,
because they have nothing to do out there. So like they tie your hands up. One hand is tied up, and now you're both swinging at each other. And whoever knocks out, you can YouTube this after you're done watching us. But if you do YouTube this, you will see that there's this new competitive sport where the hand is tied and it's just one hand and you're clocking each other until somebody goes out. Yo, going back to Mark Zuckerberg, I could give him respect in the from one side where he changed around the company's name. He's going into obviously the metaverse with the company. And I think a few years down the line, people will finally get it and understand it. And Meta is going to be a big thing within this space. But everything else, from all the stolen, or I should say, all the data he has provided to his friends, fuck this man. And I would love to spar with this man. And I'm not even an amateur. I'm just somebody who likes to do MMA for fun, just to go ahead and build up strength and work out.
So
Nothing more
so
than
you
that.
are so you are challenging Mark Zuckerberg to a fight. Wrestling, MMA, doesn't matter. You'll take Mark Zuckerberg on along with Crypto Bully.
I would literally love to be. I would love to go 3 rounds with Mark Zuckerberg.
What about the undercard? Are we gonna have like Do Kwon vs Mashinsky and
That would be fun to watch.
I
Can
would
we?
like to see Do Kwon versus Vitalik. My money's on Vitalik because as soon as Vitalik gets on him in the back, Do Kwon might just go, you know what? You got bigger nuts than me. You win.
Have you seen? Have you seen the video? That video where they were interviewing Do Kwon.
I saw I didn't pay for it, but I did see the highlight reel because I was gonna pay for that shit.
Can you talk about stress eating right now? Because this dude, from the last time I saw him till now, there's about an 80-pound difference. Like 80-pound difference.
It's probably 20 because he's short. I mean, he's not very tall, so he's probably like he ate 20 pounds and that was it. He goes,
So the community has taken it on their hands to save Luna, which is Luna Classic that they're trying to. It's a They're telling me it's a community-based project now, and it's screw Do Kwon. We are going to save Luna, and they are literally trying to push this thing to 1 cent. But what is the utility behind Luna? Can somebody explain it to me?
chirp, 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 chirp.
Wow.
no, there is utility.
What is it?
Like you said, he put on 80 pounds. So,
Yeah.
wait,
See, this is what I mean.
Hold on. Did he gain 80 pounds or he lost 80 pounds?
He gained it.
Gained it.
Okay, but that's fine, right? Because we're waiting for the burn proposal. He'll get rid of that, and the caloric burn proposal. And in regards to the utility, we're still looking for that. It's a work in progress.
All I know is right now, not to have an ADD moment, but all I can think about is, I can't believe I'm saying this, and I said it earlier today. I really think that Frank, the creator of D Gods, number one, deserves a check from Solana. And number two, I think they have the potential of flipping Bored Apes. And that's what I'm thinking about during this entire broadcast, during all the technical difficulties. That's the only thing I'm thinking about right now.
Sure.
I agree. I think they're really putting Solana in the spotlight. But I also feel the other side too.
Okay, you got to pray that Solana holds up. That's what you're praying for. Yes, Steven. Hold on. Steven is going to come up here. He's a Solana degen, and he's rocking obviously the D God NFT. And he caught me only once, by the way. He only caught me once with his little, these nuts joke and shit. So, Steven, yes, Steven.
What are you talking about? This campus?
Say no. I held back.
I won't do it. I promise. Hey, so what did you miss? Did you get a Ute?
I didn't get one. Unfortunately, you guys. Let me speak to you, Steven. You can go tell Frank and company. You guys gave Franklin a fucking membership. He got a scholarship. Meanwhile, I'm here saying nice things about fucking D Gods. I'm being nice about Solana. I'm being nice about the entire fucking community. Y'all didn't accept my application, but yet you gave one to Franklin, who fucking flipped it 2 days later.
Hey, man, so you're giving them free advertising as it is. What are they going to give you free shit for? You're already giving them free advertising.
That's it.
On the other hand, I mean, that was good PR right there. He made money. People are going to jump into that.
Me, it's not that I was a Solana hater. I just said that Solana can't stay up. It literally can't stay up. It needs Cialis. It needs fucking Viagra to keep going. That's all I said.
Yesterday we were hitting 3,000 transactions per second.
But I'm proud of you. It's not like I'm sitting here wishing for Solana to die.
No, but I've said it before and I'll say it again. If Solana did die, we're not going to stay on a dead chain. The project can move.
All I'm saying, understand me, Steven. All I'm saying is that you gave a guy who has 70 Bored Apes a fucking membership in. Yet I have been nothing but nice to you. Nothing.
Listen, if it was up to me, I'm not on the team. I'm a nobody. I just hold the D-God.
Don't tell me that you're nobody. You got connections, son.
Frank doesn't even answer my DMs anymore.
What'd you do? What'd you do?
Wait, hold on. What'd you do for that?
Big time. He blew up. He's big time now.
Oh, so he doesn't answer nobody now?
I mean, sometimes, but I don't get DMs from him anymore.
Somebody call Frank in this chat right now. We need to understand why. First, he's answering everybody. By the way, he answered my DMs up until a few days ago.
Yeah, I don't think. I mean, so I'll get interactions with him, and he's on the Discord all the time, but I can never get a DM back.
Well, listen, he's busy. Listen, I'm kind of like disappointed with Franklin and the 70 apes getting like a fucking membership into the university, but I think they're doing a hell of a job, and I really do think that the Bored Apes and Yuga Labs need to be worried just because that community is young and they're insane. I've been watching everything from the sidelines. They are nuts. They are nuts. Like literally, they are nuts. They don't sleep.
So I want to warn everybody on stage right now, if you guys are, feeling the FOMO and hearing everything David has to say about D-Gods, be very careful with D-Gods on the floor. They more than likely they've already minted their ute, and they probably won't have that available to them anymore. And the team is still working on a way to distinguish between whether it's minted a ute or it hasn't, and they're going to have a whole setup for that. But as of right now, if it's on the floor and it's a dead god, likely it's already minted a ute, and you're going to have it for a dead god, and not the ute mint as well. So just want to warn everybody, because you sound pretty bullish about all this, and I don't want some of your listeners going in and buying something that won't get to you.
Don't worry about it. This is not financial advice, and everybody knows that nobody's ever buy anything that I say because I am the counter. You do not want me to go into D-Gods because D-Gods will go to zero. That's just my luck. What? Am I lying, Akil?
No, that's why I kept saying. I was like, how are those pudgy penguins and those lazy lions doing for you?
Why you got to bring up hurtful shit from the past, bro?
I'm just saying, man. Like that's what you keep talking about it. I'm like, hey, how are these other things going? Because each time you're like, oh, I sold and I made a little. It still sucks. People still, they're hunting out. Those little fucking penguins have literally drowned people.
Wow.
Those ugly penguins have drowned people.
Wow.
And you wanted to hold them and carry them and squeeze them real tight.
I was in it for the art.
Is that what you okay? I'm glad you like the artwork of punchy little fucking penguins. That's what I like. I like
penguins. I like penguins.
I hope your penguins did not drown you. That's what I hope. I hope they did not drown you.
No need for the hate, bitch.
I'm not hating. I'm just telling you. Listen, I got a wallet full of stuff that I have that I'm just like, yo, Jess, how do I get rid of this? But at
99% of my wallet is fucking, I would say drowning, but they've already drowned.
You got a wallet of drowned NFTs and another wallet of dead crypto. So dead doggies in a bag. That's what you got.
What do you want, Viking? Are you here to redeem yourself, Viking? talking about women got magical powers.
It's like you forgot.
Anyway, no, it was when you were talking about the arm tying thing, bro. Have you seen the phone booth MMA?
No, I haven't gone that deep into YouTube, man.
So out of England is or UK is very heavy with phone booths, and they put these two people in a phone booth for 3 minutes, bro, and let them count on each other. It's fucking awesome.
This is just happening to our world today. We have people going into a phone booth and just fighting it out. What is happening to our generation? Well, this is not my generation. I gotta say, I am not a part of this generation, man. Like, what is happening? Akil, what are you doing? What are you
What?
trying to buy a D God?
No, I'm about to put up that I shared that video of Andrew Tate.
What about Andrew Tate?
You got to watch this video. It's hilarious. It's
I
hilarious.
can't. I'm live. I'm on YouTube.
All right, well then I'll play it for everybody so they can hear it. It's a hilarious video. I'm gonna play you a video that was mashed together of Andrew Tate. I was gonna play it for everybody because I think it's hilarious. And everyone should listen to this because it is a hysterical parody of what he does. So just give me 1 minute of your time, and I'll play it for everybody.
By the way, it is 10:51 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Oh,
Yes. How does that work? Well, I'm a man of God. I read the Bible. I go to church. That's awesome. But I also suck a little bit of dick. Whoa. But this is why God wants the men, the masculine males of Earth, to fuck dudes all day. What parable is that in? Shut up. Okay. Who's doing anal? Me. Because I'm a bottom. Really? Which means I'm the one getting plowed. So God's looking down right now and he's like, boys, I just want you to run through. Boys. Yeah. Wow. I could sleep with thousands of women. I just think it's boring. For real? Yeah. I'd rather fuck dudes. Oh, hell no.
That's Andrew Tate mashed up. He'd rather fuck dudes.
I saw that video, and I don't know who did that video, like who remixed that video, but that's a y'all crazy, bro. Like seriously. You know what I noticed is a trend right now on Twitter? I've seen a lot. Shut that shit off for a second. I've seen a lot. I've seen a lot of people now, crypto influencers are now becoming. They're stepping outside the box to like celebrate Andrew Tate. And I'm like, yo, how bad do you want engagement? Like, are you seeking engagement that badly? Do you want likes and tweets? Retweets that badly that you're like riding his nutsack to go ahead and like get clout? Like,
I got a serious question here. What is it about Andrew Tate, other than that 5% of him, that you have a problem with? What about the other 95%?
Nah, dude. The minute you hit a woman, you don't get any respect out of me. Period. That's it. The minute you hit a woman, you're trash. Done. Dunzo, out of it. It's the same thing with Bill Cosby. He could be TV's dad, and the minute he did all that other crazy shit, I was like, I'm done. Not watching any of his shows, his new shows, his old shows. I'm done. You no longer exist to me. The minute you put your hands on a woman,
then you not listen to any Eminem, no Chris Brown, any of that shit.
Hold on. First off, Chris Brown was dead to me the minute he put his hands on Rihanna, although she might have liked it. I mean, because she's a little weird, choky chick. But that's different than a dude slapping a chick on the thing. Like, yo, that's embarrassing. It's disgusting. It's disturbing. You as a parent wouldn't want your child to be involved with somebody like that and to even support them in any way, shape, or form. It's kind of sad, man. It really is. Like, you should have more respect for yourself.
Somebody can't do something and then have a change of mind.
There's no change of mind here, dude. He didn't change his mind. He's done it. He continues to do it. You did say your statement, and it's done.
Cut me off just like you did last week, bro.
No, bro, because the minute you're defending a wife beater,
You sat there and
defending a wife beater. Go ahead. Defend a woman beater. Go ahead. Defend a woman beater. Then I'm gonna let you defend your woman beater. Go right on ahead. Defend a woman beater, please. Go ahead. Defend it.
I'm not defending a fucking woman beater. All I am saying is there is.
You are defending him. Go ahead.
Akil, we don't know the context. We don't know the situation. We don't know anything about the situation that had happened at that time. Okay? You cannot tell me that there has not been a fucking woman that's ever come after you, this or that, and you're like, bitch, get the fuck off, or had to fucking physically remove a bitch off of you. You cannot tell me that. Okay? Now, with that being said, you're going after this man after a 5-second clip that you have no fucking context of. Oh, fuck. You don't sit there and talk about any of the other shit that's happened. How there's literally been men that have found themselves, men that have been on the brink of suicide, men that have been torn fucking apart, that Andrew Tate and his message have helped bring away from suicide. But let's not talk about that. Let's talk about the 5-second clip out of context.
No, so let me jump in here real quick because like you guys are clashing, and so like let me jump in and say there's a video out there. There is a video out there, Viking, of a blonde woman. Okay, actually 2 videos, by the way. There's 2. I can probably find it through my timeline. One video has a woman who is literally trapped behind a door that's locked, and he's telling her, let me in, open up this door right now. She's not opening up the door because she's scared. Then you have another video where Andrew Tate is laying on the bed, and there's this, I think she's laying on the bed at first. She gets up, blonde woman gets up, she's in lingerie, she gets something, she brings it to him, he gets angry, and I don't know if they're role playing or not. Either way, he starts beating her.
That was a role play video.
She's hold on. I let you talk. I didn't interrupt you. He's beating her, and regardless if it's role play or not, she's at this point now that she's crying. So he's beating the shit out of her. She's crying. Role play or not, there has to be a human factor that kicks in and says, you know what? I've taken it too far. I'm going to stop. Now, these videos go out regardless of how you want to say role play. Okay. You want to say that you see a woman getting beat up. Okay. Either way, a woman is being disrespected. So how do you put Alex Tate out there and allow him to be a representative of males? Because for me, this motherfucker does not represent me, because I am not laying a finger on a woman. Unless, because I know somebody's going to take my words out of context. The only way I would ever, and that's a slight maybe, is if a woman's coming at me with a gun to kill me, or she's coming off with some sword coming at me like Kill Bill. And at that point, I'm still running. That wasn't parody. That's not parody. No, look at that. Look at her marks. Like, there is no parody in that shit.
David, it has come out many times afterwards that they were doing that as a parody. Okay. Now, what you're saying is any violence towards women, if it's a parody or not, is unacceptable. Okay. That's Hollywood then. All the fucking
You can't do that. Viking, you can't do it. But you can't do
No,
that.
it's not. Like, one's a movie. Like, a movie.
It's
a
not
movie
because
is different than a guy on YouTube.
Okay, so there's a difference.
Different than a guy on YouTube.
There's
How is Hollywood different than anybody on YouTube trying to get views and trying to get put on a storyline?
Because
bro,
in a movie,
this
it's
happened.
made for that specific purpose. What is wrong with you? A movie, it is made for that specific purpose. No. Oh, it's made for that specific purpose as an entertainment factor. The minute you go into, well, okay, this guy on YouTube who doesn't put up a disclaimer like this is all theatrics, you're gonna be like, well, how do you know? Like, dude, how the fuck are you?
Disclaimer to make people feel fucking safe, whether something's parody or not. Are you?
A movie is acting. A movie is acting, and if you don't understand that, Viking Lord, you're dumber than you probably think that I thought you were. A movie is acting, and some guy on YouTube, we don't know if they're acting or not. Because remember, you're saying he's helping people, right? He's helping these men not commit suicide. So if he's helping real life people, maybe he's acting there. Maybe he's acting then.
And you're exactly correct. He might be acting, okay, in that regard. But to sit there and say, oh, you can't put something on YouTube because we don't know what the fucking context is, so we're going to judge it this way. But Hollywood, you can go ahead and shoot women left and right. You can go ahead and rape women left and right. We can have Breaking Bad on, this and that, and there's nothing wrong with that.
And actually, they do address those. So art, so that is art, number one. Art is a reflection of reality, and they talk about the scenarios. They also talk about, you know, victims' rights. They talk about resurgence and advocacy. They talk about women not having to take that and getting their payback later on. I mean, there's a lot of things done. But the minute you're like, oh, well, this person, how do we know? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I hope your daughter never has to face a piece of shit like Andrew Tate. I really do hope she never does, because I know you'll go out and you'll get a gun and you'll go shoot the guy in the back of the head, because that's what a father would probably do. But otherwise, because guess what? That's what happened to UFC fighter Cain Velasquez. He went out and he fucking beat that dude who was molesting his kid, because that's what happens. But the minute you give great,
it is what happened, Akil. It is what happens. Nobody is advocating for.
You are. The minute you give this guy credence, the minute you give him credence,
Akil.
You did. You're like, well, I don't know, and how do we supposed to know what he's doing? And Hollywood does this. Like, what is wrong with you? Are you that?
And that's what I'm saying as well. Just by somebody supporting Andrew Tate and the 95% of other things that he doesn't mean that you support fucking women beating, misogyny, and women being talked down upon.
Dennis Hazard molested little boys. Does Dennis Hazard get off because he did 20 things right for you? If somebody molested kids, do you give them freeway? Like, well, you know what? I didn't like them molesting kids. They're petty, but they did right by me, so I'm not going to judge them because I don't know the context of how they were having sex with little kids. Is that okay?
Akil,
no, Viking Lord. If that's what you're saying, that's what you're saying. So they can have sex with little kids, but they can't beat women. Okay, cool.
Nobody fucking said anything about a pedophile, bro, and that's throwing things out of fucking context.
No, it's not. No, it's not, Viking Lord. If you can't make a simple linear distinction because you're blinded by things, it's fine. It's fine, bro.
Here's the question. Is this show sponsored by Andrew Tate and like Folsom Prison? Because we talk about him a lot, and it's weird. It's super weird. Like, what the hell's going on?
Oh, please bring it. I'm reading messages, by the way. Yeah, Russ, this is an anything goes show. So, unfortunately, people, you might not like it. People won't like it. You don't have to follow it. You don't have to be in this room. It's no disrespect to anybody either. It's just these are the topics that are now trending within our world, and obviously you can see by the discussion between Akil and what's his name, Viking Lord, that like this is one that one person feels like Andrew Tate is God, and the other one feels like he's not. And this is the reality. Like, we don't talk. This is the problem. Like, we don't talk about these subjects, and we just push them away. Well, you know, it only gets worse. Like, there has to be somebody that opens their mouth and says, like, no, I don't agree with this. I don't agree with this. And instead of like pushing out all these Andrew Tate videos and everybody saying, yeah, that's awesome. Like, what's the message though? The message behind Andrew Tate's videos? Does anybody not see like a bunch of young kids, and I'm talking about boys, a bunch of boys, youngsters, are now watching Andrew Tate and listening to every single word that he goes ahead and states. And they're gonna try, I'm telling you, they're gonna try to come, and I'm gonna be repetitive, they're gonna try to come up to women, and the first sign of no, they're gonna get super aggressive. Super aggressive.
David, see, that just shows me that, okay, and do not take this.
I don't hear you. You're breaking up badly.
Dude, you were right.
He got that Solana phone.
Chill. I'm starting to warm up to Solana. I do.
Hey, real quick, I know I'm in a bubble, like a big bubble as far as what everybody talks about.
We stopped talking about hitting women, which is wrong. And I had a question. With the Dust Labs announcement last night, all these different announcements, is that reaching you guys, or am I just in a bubble?
I just looked. I just looked and saw it this morning, so I'm trying to read more into it in regards to what you just stated.
Well, I'm happy to get off beating women. I'm also happy to announce that the Bitcoin maxi queen herself, Serena Williams, officially retires from tennis. That's what I wanted to bring up next, because a strong influence like a woman like Serena Williams, who's in the Bitcoin, who's actually helping to bring mass adoption into inner cities and across the world to young folks. There's somebody doing things the right way who actually is in our community and working to improve Bitcoin as a whole. So shout outs to Serena Williams on a retirement, friend of Gokhshtein Media. Really appreciate her and her hard work to make sure that we get education out to those communities that need it most. Hey, and for those of you who aren't on stage and have no life all day and like to laugh, continue to stay down there. Continue to be poor if you don't like Bitcoin.
Yeah, I don't know how you can like. There's a lot of people that continue to just shit on Bitcoin, yet Bitcoin is allowing us to open doors. So I really don't. I don't get that at all. At all. And like I have Hector down there laughing, right? Hector laughs at all this stuff. I don't even know I don't get Hector's honestly, I don't get his vision at all. I don't get it. I honestly don't. I feel like Hector wakes up in the morning just to come on here just to shitpost. That's it. Like I almost feel like Hector doesn't even have BSV. Dude, come to the shit. Like, hey, fuck it. I'm gonna fuck up somebody's day. Literally, I've never. Some of the people that I meet in this space are bizarre, are just completely bizarre. It's like literally, you wake up in the morning. You know what? I don't hold anything. I'm just gonna come on to Twitter Spaces and I'm just gonna fuck up somebody's day. Where are your Cheerios? Let me pee them in.
I was just giving props to Serena Williams, who's working to bring Bitcoin adoption. That's it.
Listen, she's going to do a good job, and I'm hoping that she hits the inner cities to go ahead and do so. I spoke to Aubrey on my last podcast, and she was talking about I forgot the full name, but there's a setup now for Bitcoin education in Harlem, which is pretty cool. That's really cool to see. I know obviously Jay-Z is doing a lot of stuff out there in Bed-Stuy, so that's cool to see as well. Hopefully we get that the financial education out there into the inner cities and listen, if it's Bitcoin that's allowing for people to enter this space, clap, appreciate it. People are coming in because they're finally hearing about it. They have people sitting down, educating them about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. I've seen it. There's plenty of people that are doing it. You should try it. It's a cool thing to, allow other people to get into the space and get creative and get an opportunity like we did. We might have come in a little bit earlier, but it's still early, as they say, or as I say. I still believe at 5 or 7%, we're still early. Globally, what are the numbers? 5 to 7% people into cryptocurrency. I still think we're still a little bit early. By the way, I was saying this before, you guys got into a shouting match. 11:09 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is the breakdown, episode 53. My co-host here, Akil Patterson. Yes, he is. He's unleashed, man. He's going after everything and everybody. I mean, and by the way, in the next month, what is it? Next month?
Yeah, about a month from now.
a month from now, the show's restarting. I won't say the name of the show, but I'm saying the show is going. There's a whole show that's going to come out, and Akil is going to be on the mic, and he's going to be talking about a range of topics. By the way, this show, it's a morning show. We're going to talk about crypto. We're going to talk about everything that's happening within the world today, man. And I want to do that. I want to talk about other stuff than cryptocurrency and NFTs. Listen, like we talk about the same shit every single day, right? Like literally, let's sit back for a moment. We talk about Bitcoin, we talk about the price. It's stuck at 20, it's a stable coin. We talk about XRP, pending case. Ain't nothing happening there. Until something happens, ain't nothing happening with XRP. It will remain a stable coin at what, 32, 33 cents? I don't even know what it is right now. I can't see nothing, but I guarantee you if you click on coin market cap, it will show probably 32, 33. Everything is going sideways, except for a few things like Luna Classic. People are jumping into it. They're nuts. They're crazy. There's nothing absolutely behind this thing except let's get it to 1 cent. So if you're a gambler, if you like scratch off tickets, if you like to go to OTB shops and bet on horses, well, I guess Luna Classic's for you. You can go ahead and jump into Luna Classic, and there is a slim chance that you will come out a winner. Trust me. Trust me. Slim to none chance. But if you want to go ahead and take that chance, by all means, this is not financial advice, and I am not going to hold you back. I can only be repetitive, like what, 94,000 times? Look for utility. Look for utility. And everything else, like in the crypto space, is basically just, except for ETH, right now, ETH, and the upcoming merge, or that it has started, right? Today is the first, I think they've taken the first steps to actually start the merge. Besides Ethereum, there's nothing else to really talk about. Then you go into NFTs. I spoke about NFTs today. D-Gods. Like, I'm not even thinking about anything else. It's all about D-Gods and Utes and all the shit that's coming out from their side. Dust. All this stuff. I got to learn about it. I only know like 15 to 20% of that ecosystem. So I'm not somebody who can really go dive deep into it and like literally drop alpha. But all I know is looking at the community and how like strong they are and like vocal and how like the spaces are averaging. The spaces themselves are averaging 1,000 people. 500 to 1,000. That tells me a lot. It tells me that people are vibing with that ecosystem, and that the founder and the people that work for the project are working that hard that these people really, really believe in it. Period. I thought it was OK Bears that was supposed to be the standard for Solana. Well, apparently it's D-Gods. And you know what? D-Gods, to me, are D-Gens. And that's what we have now in this space, a bunch of D-Gens. What else can you talk about? Well, really, what else can you talk about? There's really nothing else. That's why you got to like step outside here for a second and look at the shit that's happening outside of our world. When is the jobs report coming out? Is it this week?
Jobs report. I couldn't tell you off the top of my head. I'd have to look that up. But jobs report. Yeah.
So now Thursday, we'll have the jobs report come out. Let me be Miss Cleo here and tell you what's going to happen. If the jobs report comes out with higher numbers, you're going to see the markets tank. If it comes back to being where more jobs were created, you will see crypto go up by 1%. There you go. I'm Miss Cleo. You didn't have to play. You didn't have to pay anything because the whales are going to manipulate this market. When it goes up and when it goes down, manipulation is here and it's in town, right? Am I right?
So the jobs report came out 4 days ago.
Did it? No, because I think something's coming out this week.
Yeah,
something is coming out this week, man.
Yeah, so jobs report came out last week, and it estimated 318,000 new jobs. The unemployment rate is down to 3.7%. And I made this post on someone else's. This is the time where even I start getting pissed off at homeless people on the street. I'm like, okay, we're at 3.7%. And people are like, I can't find a job. And I'm like, yo, bro, like there's something out there for you. There's something, because I know that there are people still looking to hire like anything, like a sandwich shop, a restaurant, something.
It's the same thing in this area as well. Where, yeah, restaurants shutting down early because they don't have enough wait staff. They don't have enough staff to keep the doors open late at night. The truck drivers, there's tons of truck driver jobs all over America right now, guys.
Yeah. So if you're not interested in getting a job at this point, it's like, okay, do you not have a license? What do you need to get a job? Like there are workers programs for this shit. Like we can get people jobs. Like I'm very much an advocate of, look, I'd rather people do something than sit at home. Something.
Well, when you're getting paid, when you're given free money, what's the point of going out and actually working?
Well, you got to pay people a living wage.
An hour.
No, but if you're getting a free paycheck from the government, why work?
I feel you there, Dave, and that's the thing is that in certain areas, okay, with the UBI that they're trying to roll out certain
You're breaking up bad, Viking. Viking, you're breaking up bad. What I'll say to you, what I'll say is that when there's no incentive to work, people are not going to go to work. Like period. Like you want UBI to come out? Well, UBI is great. Like, but build incentive into it. If you're just going to give people $2,000 a month and there's no incentive to go work or better yourself, it doesn't work. That doesn't work. And we need to stop printing all this money out and giving it to other countries. Like, how about giving it to our vets? That would be something great. You imagine if we created jobs with that money for our vets? Give them the right, give them the right health care?
That's what's actually written in the Build Back Better programs. I mean, a lot of cities are getting a lot of money to help build their infrastructure, and they have veterans programs built into the legislation. The problem is most people don't read past page 2, David. I tell you that all the time. Like everyone's like,
where is the money? But Akil, where's the money?
The money comes from your taxes.
One thing that we did as a community.
Viking, you're rugging badly. Viking, you're rugging badly.
Are you like driving to the dealership?
I think he is. I think he's on Bluetooth.
Oh, you're driving to Fargo. Fargo.
What I wanted to say is that all this money that's passed, all these bills that have passed, you ever hear though is the same subject, Akil. Like you said, I know that people don't read page 2 or 3, don't read past page 2 or 3, but still, like if you were to read it, great, okay. They say that the money's coming in. Well, there's veterans out there that haven't received anything, zero, zilch, period. It's unfair. And yet we're okay with printing all this money and sending it to other countries, though. I understand what's behind that. I get what's behind that. But I'm just saying, in general, it's fucked up.
Hey, thanks for letting me.
Like I said, I encourage people to read.
Thank you.
I'm an example right here. I was like, hey, look, I relate to this conversation.
Well,
I'm qualified because I smoked some weed, but it was the year before weed went recreational. Can you believe it? Fucked up, right?
So hold on. You smoked weed and you were disqualified?
I was discharged, yeah, man. That's what got me discharged.
Now that is a fucking shame.
I'm just saying.
It was an Army or Marine?
I was in the Army. You don't matter what branch. I don't know what branch I was in. That doesn't matter. Why does that matter?
So here we have.
It doesn't. It's just that with my VA down in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, if you have a medical card or if you smoke pot, right, because it's federally illegal still, they will deny you that.
Well, yeah, I get that. But even I had a medical card at one point too, and I expired, but I mean, I had one too because I had problems and shit, so. That don't really matter. I mean, honestly, too. Like, let's just say it was a bad time, I guess, for the whole recreational thing going on. Because it was 2017, like, they brought a recreational 2018, like, maybe a few months later, and I was like, damn, okay. But yeah, I don't qualify for veteran benefits right now.
Joe Biden fixed this. Now, this is this is a phone call. Joe Biden needs to fix this. I don't care who the fuck you are. If you served in our military, if you're a veteran and you smoke some weed because look, weed is a medicine. I am a big proponent of it. Weed's a medicine. don't fuck with vets who smoke weed as they're leaving because they have anxiety, they have depression, they can't eat. Guess what? Sometimes marijuana is the only way they can without having to take a bunch of your pharmaceutical drugs. So look, fellas, I'm with you.
Yeah, because like so it's wild how it happened, but basically they put me on they had me talk to a counselor, the process, how it goes. They had me do a little session with the person, 15 minutes later, they give me a diagnosis, put me on a profile, took my weapon away, then discharged me the next day. That's how it happened.
Wow.
Akil, I feel you as well. Acid, I feel you as well, and that sucks, Akil. When you get back, it took me 2 years to get my head back on straight when I got back home from Iraq, bro. And the only thing that helped me was pot. But I couldn't go to the VA and tell them, hey, I'm smoking pot. They would have cut everything right then and there. It sucks.
Yeah, now that's government bullshit, and I'll call it out. Like, yo, Joe Biden and those folks, they can fix it now. John Fetterman literally said he went to the president last week and he said, why are we still arguing over pot? Why are we arguing over it? Why are people getting denied benefits because they smoke weed because they've got anxiety? Because they don't want to be subservient to your pharmaceutical company. It's just ridiculous. And I want my vets, because my brother's a Marine, folks. That's why I'm very passionate about this. My brother's a Marine. He does he's got a great job and everything, but he still suffers from fucking shit that they did to him. He didn't do this himself. They sent him over there.
So you get sent over. You get sent over to fight for this, protect and fight for this country, and in return, you get dick.
So I don't get the PTSD a whole lot. The one time that it did happen here was 2 years ago, and that guy blew off his hand during 4th of July. I told you about that.
Yeah.
That brought back the trauma. But just 2 weeks ago, I went to the firing range with my brother from Germany. And the first couple shots, the smell of gunpowder, it just sent me into an anxiety attack, and I hadn't had that in a long time.
Yeah. And my prayers with you, man, during those times. I'm around my brother occasionally when he, things happen. He tries to tell me stuff. I have to remind him, like, hey, man, I don't have security clearance. Don't tell me shit. Like, I got to remind folks, like, and it seems like, oh yeah. Like, I forgot. Like, yeah, man, I want to be there for you, but it's just like, you still got to maintain, the level of security, the confidentiality that you guys have. And so there's very few people we can talk to. It's almost like being a cop in this world. There's very few people that people can talk to about their own trauma. Look, I always say being a cop is hard. You got to go from dealing with mom on the corner who's just, jaywalking to dealing with somebody that's got a gun in their hand. Like, it's hard to like turn your brain on and off. And so same with being a military vet, those folks, they go from one situation to the next. And again, you're dealing with people with a lot of trauma, but at the end of the day, none of our vets should have to struggle after they've done anything. Like, if it's just simply going, okay, guys, how do we get you back on your feet? How do we work with you? There's the Wounded Warriors Project, but we depend on so much money coming from civilian communities to help people get back on their feet. It's mind-blowing. Don't depend on the civilian community to do what the government should do. Honor their word. Honor your word. Joe Biden, Democrats in office, honor your word. Keep it to vets. I don't care what the Republicans do. Do it. And when the Republicans are in power, you do the same damn thing. Stop being little bitches out there. Honor your word to our veterans. Full stop. Nobody. This ain't political. This is real.
It is. I agree with you 100%. This goes both sides of the aisle, whether you're left or right. You and I are completely different politically, but we both agree on this one right here. One thing that we did in our community right after Uvalde was we did this drive where we went and we had a charity fundraiser, and we went to all these different businesses, and then we had an auction. And what it was to raise funds to create a trust in order to hire armed security guards at the school that were veterans of kids that went to the school as well. So we now have armed dads paid for by the community guarding the school, and the kids don't even know the fucking
correctional officer for 9 years at a maximum security prison, and I got all the respect in the world for military veterans. But people just don't understand how much trauma can affect you and change you as a person. I'm not even the same person I was before I walked in those gates. Like I'm a totally different person, and every bit of it is because of what I went through. So I mean, you can only imagine being in a war zone. I mean, I've never done that. So I mean, full respect. I just wish people understood how much it can change you as a person.
Oh yeah, that's I mean, I worked as a correctional officer for a period of time too, and I will say that it is actually I was a probation officer, but I had to go inside the correctional facilities. It is I got hit in the back of the head with a chair, and somebody was like, "Yo, you learned lesson 101." I was like, "Yeah, never go into a room that has chairs that aren't bolted to the ground." I guess, and just that's what you learned. They're like, "Yo, what the fuck?" It happens.
No, I mean, my last year there, I was assaulted like 4 times, dude, and it just kept getting worse and worse and worse. And yeah, they're kind of hidden behind the gates there. Nobody ever thinks about them. It's pretty rough, but I mean, no comparison whatsoever to the military veterans or anything else like that. I was talking about the PTSD and going through rough times like that, and how people really don't understand how it changes you.
Yeah, trauma is a bitch, man. Trauma is a BI.
Well, what really fucked me up, Akil, was, okay, just from my perspective, was being in Iraq right after 9/11, okay? I was a senior in high school when it happened. Went right over, came back, had to get my head back on straight, but then watching things like 9/11 in plain sight, seeing what I perceive not to be the truth of why I was over in Iraq, that fucked me up.
Well, I mean, governments lie to people. I mean, it's the truth. I know they lie. They lie about everything, damn near, and it's hard for a lot of people to figure out what the truth is and what's fiction. And the hard part is trying to get through that information. Listen, I've worked with members of Congress. I've worked with senators. Like when you're like, well, thank you for telling me that, and then you go down the hall 2 doors and they're like, well, here's some other information, and they willingly feed you this stuff when you're inside those halls of Congress. But ultimately, you've got to do something what's right for you to make sure that you and your family are taken care of. But yeah, definitely, guys.
I agree with you 100%. It's just that, when 9/11 happened, we weren't in this information age, this YouTube age, social media age of being able to share information like we can nowadays. So a lot of us felt like we were lied to when we got back. And that's something that's not talked about often enough, I think, amongst the vets that went to Operation Iraqi Freedom, Operation Enduring Freedom, shit like that. We were straight out lied to, bro. Of the reason of why we were there.
Well, it's
David Akil.
Yeah.
I'm gonna step down. I gotta go, and I just want to let you know that there's somebody in your audience named Liberty, and they're big time in Solana. And if you ever had any questions or anything about them, he runs a project. I'm not even a holder, but he's big time. He knows what he's talking about. He's really, really experienced. If you guys had any interest in talking about Solana at all again, you might want to bring him up. But I'm gonna step down.
Thank you very much, Steven. Appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate
it. Solana, I heard you know about making Solana there, right, David?
Say that again. I'm so sorry.
You mentioned you didn't know much going on in Solana, right?
No, like I'm reading up about it. Listen, you've heard me speak about it lately. Whether it's Solana, whether it's the D gods and stuff. I'm about 21% through. I don't know where I got the 21% number from, but about 20 to 21%.
I was going to mention there's another project that's meeting today in like an hour or two from now. It's on Solana too, but it's more in the black community. Like they talk about it on TV or the net. Y'all want to hear this? I want to ask you first.
Sure.
Okay, look up blockchain soldiers. BLOC. I almost got stuck. Spelling it out. What the hell?
So, I used to mess around on Solana a lot, Dave, before Crow really got hot. I don't know why I ever went off of Solana, to tell you the truth. But like with Magic Eden and their founders cast, and then a couple of those games that you can play on Magic Eden, like there's a Call of Duty style voxel game. I've got a founders pass for that as well. But fuck, man, some of that stuff's really cool on Magic Eden.
I just sent it up top because I couldn't tell it. My bad. It's up there thing now.
I'll look at it, but appreciate that asset. And on that note, I'll let you get the last word in, obviously. But it is 11:30 a.m. Um, Mondays and Tuesdays. Well, Tuesdays only if there's a holiday on Monday. But Monday is when I record the podcast, Gokhshtein Unfiltered, and I have a guest that comes on, and I need about 30 to 60 minutes to go ahead and prepare myself. So that is one, or I should say 2 days, could conflict with each other, where I need to go and make sure that we stop, full stop on 11:30 a.m. Uh, this show, obviously, now we started, I guess, last week. It is now co-hosted by Akil Patterson, and we will talk about a range of topics. And some of them you just might not like. You might not like what you hear, and unfortunately, um, yeah, you might not have to be. You might not want to be in this room. You might want to unfollow. But for the most part, we will be talking about cryptocurrency. We will be talking about the NFT space, Web3, whatever Web3 means to you personally, because there's a lot of definitions of Web3, and everything outside of the space as well. So, I mean, be prepared for it. If you would like to go ahead and engage within the conversation, we will bring you up. But otherwise, like, there might be things said in here that you really might not like. It's not that we're trying to be sensational or trying to capture more engagement and stuff like that. No, it's just I just want to be able to talk about stuff without, walking on eggshells. So for those that don't want to walk on eggshells anymore and want to say how they feel, you're more than welcome to be in this room. But get ready because there might be others that are waiting to go ahead and let you know how they feel as well. On that note, on that note, I will.
Oh no, God no!
Who?
Between you, no, Leo, because
Get out of here, man.
the fucking hot dogs. First off, you keep putting ketchup on your hot dog. It's kind of disgusting. I don't know what you're doing that for. But between the food and the nastiness and listen, when those trucks overturned last week, Leo was actually out on the street scraping the hot dogs up so he can resell them in his restaurant.
Listen, he has an endorsement deal with Heinz, so let it be.
Seriously, ketchup is the only shit.
Shout outs to Gokhshtein Media. We'll say it now since obviously the show has gone to a different level now. We are one of the media sponsors at Bitcoin 2023. We're excited. I'm gonna say it again. We put obviously if you want to go and get more information about it, go to the verified official Twitter account, Gokhshtein Media, at Gokhshtein Media, to learn more about our partnership with BTC Incorporated / Bitcoin 2023. We're really excited about that. Excited to go ahead and bring people on here to talk about Bitcoin in itself. And, just I'm really happy about being able to get our crew out there and to really put on a show so people can really understand what Bitcoin's all about and what this industry is all about in general. So shout outs to BTC Incorporated / Bitcoin 2023 for teaming up with Gokhshtein Media so we can go ahead and provide that. Stay tuned. We have a giveaway. We have Bitcoin that we're giving away this month. Sign up to the Discord, right? They should, right, Akil? They should sign up to the Discord.
Yep, jump into the Discord, get into that community, the G Media community. Come out this month. I think you're giving away what is it, 500 or 100? Yeah, 500, $100 giveaways again for Bitcoin. Is it? Yeah,
$500 worth of Bitcoin, $100, to 5 people, and who should we have a lot of great. We got a lot of great Twitter Spaces hosts.
Oh yeah, you got Eric. Well, first off, the one that I love the most, and I know it's me being biased with inside the company. I'm sorry, David. I love you. I love your shows. I love everything that we do. But Erica, that's who I love. Erica's show is, see, David's trying to be hating, but Erica, she's got that gamer show. It's Web3, it's NFTs, it's crypto coming all into one spot, but it's really a gamer show. And if you're a gamer out there, you got to check out Erica's show. Make sure you get in there. But go follow G Media for a weekly schedule that is up there, because we got Andrew, we got Erica, we've got David's show, we've got other ones. And then in a month, I'll be coming out with something like, yo, no cap. We're going to be talking about the realness of this society. And I want to actually point out a good thing. I don't hate Viking. I don't hate Viking Lord at all, right? I don't hate him, like, because I can agree with him on a lot of things. But it's like a good friend. Sometimes you got to tell your friend, like, yo, man, that ain't right. Like, and you can argue. And at the end of the day, you go back to playing basketball on the court like nothing ever happened. So I just want folks to realize that's how real men actually act. We get our words out. We say our piece. We go, okay, you good? I'm good. We still going to disagree, but we still going to be men at the end of the day to be able to respect one another for who we are, not what we stand for.
I'll just say that I'll have to disagree about Erica having a better show than mine. I don't know what she paid you. No, I'm kidding. I enjoy, obviously, I enjoy listening to everybody that we have. Uh, all our content creators are really special. If you really tune in and you listen to them, they're really good at what they do. I respect, obviously, Erica's game a lot. She's I've watched her grow. Excuse me. As she's joined G Media. I'm not saying G Media has done anything for Erica. Don't put words in my mouth. All I'm saying is I've watched her grow, and the guests that she brings on weekly, these aren't like just some random things that just popped out of nowhere. So, shout outs to Erica. Shout outs to the entire team. You got Andrew as well, and you got all these people that are just going out there and creating content. Shout outs to Joe. I want to give a shout out to Joe, our editor, who puts up content daily onto the G Media website. He's done a lot to go ahead and fix up the news as it comes out. We're not trying to be first, we're just trying to be accurate. And that's the main thing. We're not trying to be first, we're trying to be accurate. Shout out to Alex for taking uh, the social media, the social media account to the next level. This guy's on his game. Guy is literally, I'm never going to let him escape G Media's the G Media tribe. This guy is always on, always looking to figure out how he can take G Media to the next level. So shout outs to you. You get your flowers here today, my dude. And that's really it. Like, look, I at G Media we're a team. Like, fuck titles. Like, we're a team, and we're just trying to go ahead and create dope shit. So at the end of the day, I appreciate everybody who has uh given us a chance and who's working with us and who's putting like 200% in to see us by 2022 be like one of the top media sources within this industry and even outside of it. So on that note, it is way past our bedtime here. It is 11:38 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I gotta go get ready. Akil, I'll go ahead and let you do this. Could you please not do that shit? The whole Mr. Rogers thing that you do.
No. Did that answer it for you? No, I'm not going to not do it.
Then do whatever.
Listen, everybody, I want to thank you all for being here on my first episode with David as co-host, and to everybody on YouTube, thank you for joining us for almost this 2 hours. We are so happy to have you. And by the way, if you watch the LSU game this weekend, LSU sucks, and apparently Brian Kelly no longer speaks with a Bayou accent. And on that note, everyone, have a great day and an even better tomorrow.
I should close out, right?